WBAY TV, your first alert station. Action 2 News This Morning live stream starts now.
So good to have you with us on our Action 2 News This Morning live stream. We can look at what's happening out there this morning.
Yeah, after what was such a bright and warm and vibrant Monday, Wednesday, we're halfway through the week, and that's probably how a lot of people feel. You know, they're just kind of,
Yeah.
First alert weather day, Steve. Lots of precipitation out there this morning.
I just want to remind people that at the end of last growing season, we had drought conditions in northeast Wisconsin.
Okay. Yep.
So this rain is not a bad thing. And for many folks in the north, it's not coming down as rain. It's coming down as snow and freezing rain. This is First Alert Viper Max. We've got some snow here in the white from Anago up towards Iron Mountain and Niagara nearby there in Aurora. That is just south of Iron Mountain. They're reporting 1.5 inches of some snow. In Florence, 3 inches of snow. You're going to have some slippery travel there. Elsewhere, we've had rain in the Fox Valley. You can see it's now moving north and east of the Fox cities. Looks like the last of these heavier showers are now northeast of Green Bay. And actually, this was part of a batch of thunderstorms that came across the state. There they are right there. Look at all that lightning. But a lot of the lightning activity kind of fizzled out as it made its way into the Fox cities. But you might have heard some thunder this morning. And some folks also had some small hail thanks to the cold temperatures aloft in the atmosphere. Meanwhile, look at all that snow in upper Michigan. In Marquette, they've got about 6 fresh inches from this weather maker. So until the noon hour, see these blue shaded counties? Well, they're under a winter weather advisory from the National Weather Service. And that's where the travel is going to be slippery this morning. Aisha's been really hitting that hard in first alert traffic today. So if you're traveling across northern Wisconsin this morning, allow for extra travel time and increase your following distance. Slick roads in the north. We'll stay in that first alert weather day during the morning. Farther south, we should get back into some sunshine, and it's going to be milder. Our highs could get into the 50s. I got a high of 50 today in Green Bay. So we're going to have a wide range of high temperatures later this afternoon. So there's that rain, ice, and snow moving out. First Alert Pinpoint Predictor has some sun coming into the Fox Valley in east central Wisconsin later this morning and into the afternoon. But then clouds come back late in the day, and we'll have some evening rain and snow showers to the north and west. They'll be fizzling out by tomorrow morning. This is what I'm talking about. Look at the high temperatures. I mean, you've got everything from the 30s in the north to the 50s in the south, and that's where you're going to see some sun today. But squeezed in between, we got a high of 47 today in Shawano and about 43 for a high temperature in Sturgeon Bay. So you almost get the feeling that the seasons are starting to clash a little bit as we get a spring-like storm in this still winter season.
Yeah, we still have winter left, and I know a lot of people still want snow for all the fun things that they do in winter.
There's another opportunity, guys. Our next weather maker will bring us another round of rain turning to wet snow. This is tomorrow night into Friday. The heaviest snow probably northwest of the Fox Valley, and I've decided to elevate this time period into another first alert weather day. So we've got one vigorous disturbance giving us this messy morning, and then here's the next weather maker. That's out in the Rockies producing some snow that swoops in to wrap up the work week. So let's pick up First Alert Pinpoint Predictor tomorrow afternoon. So Thursday afternoon, sunshine disappears behind increasing clouds. Now, when the precipitation falls in the evening, it may initially be a mix, but most of this across the Fox Valley and towards the lakeshore is going to be a widespread soaking rain with snow back to the north and west. And you see how the rain disappears early Friday morning? That's because low pressure comes in with some colder air aloft that switches over the precipitation to snow, and the snow continues Friday afternoon into Friday evening. And between now and then, it looks like a rainmaker for eastern Wisconsin, perhaps 1 inch in some spots. And if that lands on frozen ground, you could have some standing water in low-lying areas. Meanwhile, to the north and west, it looks like more of a snowmaker, especially from Wausau up towards Pembine and Niagara. That could be a slushy wet 2 to 6 inches of packing snow, so don't put your shovels away quite yet. Temperatures, 30s in the north, 40s in the south. We're sitting at 42 degrees right now in Oshkosh. It's a breezy morning across the North Woods. The wind is not as strong in the valley, and it's turning to the southeast, which is allowing some warmer air to come up from southern Wisconsin. So we'll see a high of 50 today. Then it turns colder on your First Alert Super 7-day forecast. 45 tomorrow, 38 with that rain and snow on Friday. And the weekend, well, highs in the low to mid 30s, cloudy and blustery with perhaps a few leftover flakes.
All right, Steve, thank you. As we always say, no ice is ever 100% safe in the winter.
Especially with all these fluctuating temperatures. One driver learning that lesson the hard way. A wrong turn sent their vehicle plunging through the ice on Lake Winnebago. Tuesday's recovery operation of that truck involved 10 skilled professionals. You're seeing that right here from Sunk Dive and Ice Service working on the partially frozen lake. The job taking them less than 3 hours, which seems like a pretty short amount of time.
Yeah, I would think.
It was thanks to the company's custom-built equipment. The owner says that equipment helps speed up these types of recovery efforts.
And this is video. So Maria Parmigiani was out there when they pulled out the truck.
Looks like it was fairly shallow water. Hopefully
Yeah,
that helped them a little bit
And
there.
I think we had an earlier story that this was like their 15th
For this season.
vehicle, or
They had
thing that
71 last
pulled
season.
out. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, so look at that swath of open area there on the lake. So that just gives you an idea of what they go through. I mean, they're specialists at this. They've been doing this for years. So there they go, that work being done there. So just, again, a reminder, no ice ever 100% safe, as you said, Emerson, with these fluctuating temperatures.
That's an
especially.
expensive lesson right
Yes,
there.
it is. All right, talking now about sturgeon spears. They actually might not be on Lake Winnebago much longer. Today, they only need 62 more adult female sturgeon needed for the cap to close this season. They got 111 sturgeon Tuesday. The total number now in the Winnebago system is 1,371 over 4 days. You're seeing all the totals there. And they had even 4 sturgeon that weighed in at more than 100 pounds. Wow. And the Wisconsin DNR says the efforts for spearing sturgeon today expected to drop due to the overnight rain. So yeah, definitely the changing weather conditions playing a role in that.
They've been busy out there.
Yeah, they have.
That's a lot of fish in a short amount of time.
And
so.
we should say too, if you have any pictures you want to share with us, you can do that, and we might even share them on air. We always like to see that, what's happening out there with the sturgeon spearing.
Talking about all that rain and the wintry mix that Steve mentioned, it could create some tricky travel conditions this morning. We want to check in with Aisha over in First Alert Traffic. Not too many slowdowns out there right now, Aisha, right?
No, thankfully things have been okay, although we do have wet conditions, and it's just about, 7:15 almost, and that's when people start to get out the door, so the roads will get busier. Even with wet roads, we could see some issues. We saw one early this morning on the Leo Frigo Bridge, so just be mindful of that, even if you're not in the north areas where you're seeing the slippery conditions especially. We do have wet roads. This is the Howard area, so still seeing the traffic flow here. Not too bad, as you mentioned, Emerson. We haven't seen any slowdowns or crashes, which is great news. I do want to remind everybody, though, about this I-41 expansion project update, which it's been a while. It's been about since the summertime since I mentioned that. We do have a full closure coming up here on Monday from French Road here between County Triple D and Apple Creek Road. So this is near the Wrightstown area starting on Monday. They need to do some of those safety improvements to the roadways. So just a heads up there. And your drive times are average, but as Steve has mentioned, we've been talking about all morning long, especially if you're to the north. The Northwoods are headed that way. You live or work in that area. Make sure that you're watching out for some of those slippery conditions.
All right, Aisha, thanks so much.
Sure.
Appreciate it. Check out this. Kids in Vermont having some fun after school. This is a competition in human curling.
It's an annual tradition at Smugs Notch Ski Resort, and it's highly competitive as well, we're told. The rules, teams of 2 work together to push one person in a tube into a target on the snow. Winner of that gold medal was a first grader named Parks and his older sister right there. They were pumped up.
That was an awesome effort and enough to win him the gold here at our Smugs Winter Games.
I always wished to get a gold medal. I found there was a line to sign up, I asked my sister, and when it was my turn, I just got the golden medal.
Parks is so happy about that gold medal, and this is so cool. He said nothing meant more to him than sharing the winning moment with his big sister.
Take some teamwork right
Aw, love that. It's fun. Looks good.
there. Yeah, we need to. I think human curling needs to become a more traditional sport for
I like
people
it.
to try out.
Yeah, and they all seem to get along there too.
Yeah, having fun.
Okay, we want to let you know about our live stream mission. We put a prompt on Facebook and have you answer in the comments.
Yes, so with the Olympics going on right now, of course, we want to know if your life was like the Olympics, what would you win a gold medal for? Something you're good at. Leave a comment on our post, and our producer will go through the comments and highlight some of them on our live stream later on this week. And you can have fun with it. There's plenty of options.
silly.
Something maybe you're good at. We've got a
It
couple.
doesn't have to be a major accomplishment.
Yeah.
It could be something small that you're just, it's like your niche.
You're
you know?
really good at it.
Oh, there we go.
We have-
Aisha.
I said I would win a gold medal for being the person who loves my husband the mostest.
Wow.
I'm still a newlywed, guys.
That is
Yeah.
so sappy.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Gross.
You'll get there.
Drinking Arnold Palmer's.
I for real, I'm surprised
All the
that
sugar.
I need to be an investor in Arnold.
Gold
Palmer.
medal for
Oh,
gold
yeah.
At this
Some
point.
stocks, yeah.
Yeah, just because I feel as though I'm like half of their customer base. Drinking that
If you
stuff
have a
every
good
day.
dentist.
Yeah. Fantasy hockey, Steve. You are pretty good at that. You talk about it.
So there's a lot of people out there who play fantasy football, and some people play fantasy baseball. But I'm one of those rare nerds that play fantasy hockey, and not only do I play, I run a league. I've been running it for over a decade now.
No way.
You're the commissioner.
I'm the commish.
A
yeah.
fun fact.
And I do well. I usually win every other year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's what I do when I'm not following the weather. I follow hockey and
Yeah.
pretend to be how it's like to be a GM of a
It's
fantasy
the
team.
ultimate
yeah.
power move
Yeah.
to start a league with your friends just to beat up on them. in that
It's a
league.
flex for sure.
A few of them I know personally, but also a bunch of them I don't know personally, and they're scattered across the Midwest.
Oh, that's
fun.
cool.
Yep.
Awesome.
One
We're
more.
gonna start calling Steve the commish.
From Ted, our
Look at
web
Ted.
master, making the best of when things go wrong. I wouldn't meddle in fatherhood, but I like to think I'd make the team.
Aw,
Ted.
He's a great dad.
Ted would get a gold medal in best
I love
Christmas
it.
gifts
Oh
as
my
well.
gosh. So yeah, he was in his Santa suit there.
Yeah.
He comes to the newsroom and he's giving us all
Got us
little
all
gifts.
gifts.
And they're
He's amazing.
personalized
Very
for each
personalized,
person,
Yes,
yeah.
it was very fun.
So
Ted is a vibe.
Yes,
I mean, he's
totally,
special. Yeah.
totally.
Yeah.
Yes.
We love Ted.
We love he brings the sunshine with like sweaters
He's so
and
quirky.
like fun,
puns.
just
Yeah.
like puns. I mean, just
He's
yeah.
very quirky. We
Yeah.
love him for everything he does.
Yes, Ted, you get the gold medal.
Yes.
On our team.
Excited to hear about all of your gold medals. So please head to our comment section, WBAY, on Facebook, and let us know. And like we said, maybe you'll see yours featured in our live stream later this week.
All right, well, have a great rest of your Wednesday, midweek.
Almost there.
Don't forget the
Almost there,
umbrella.
yes.
Yep.